and overall we should be all set. Hopefully. If my... Yep, okay, my tracking kicked in. It's loaded up. Wow, autosave is very low. Probably should have actually saved, like a smart person would have. That's okay. We'll blaze through the stuff really quickly. We gotta pass out after all. That's them's the rules. Can't remember too much about our past too fast, or things will go absolutely haywire. So we got that. Yep. So we already opened the lid, which means we've got our ledger. Yeah. So got to go through the damage ledger. Got that. Continue. That's one for you. Okay, toilet paper. We want to leave it on there. It's cool. Sorry for going through this very quickly. We're mostly just rushing through the stuff that we already did before we passed out, which only takes a couple minutes. Then we'll go over the recap. That's good load. Shoots me what I did. Burned out. That's what we did that time. Previous volume. There's a naming convention. Written capital letters. Yada yada. Yeah. Okay. Bullet hole murderers. Yada yada. We already did this. It's the room for opening a case. Gonna commit it to paper. Cross out the ones we finished. Feels like completion. Named our case. We're gonna name it the Hanged Man because that's the only one he allowed us to do so. Can I read these case files now? Yep. Now we know our initials, but we're not feeling those initials. And then we looked up the square bullet hole murders, but there wasn't much else to it. And we wanted to revisit them later. Wanted to browse the yellow papers, which gives different forms. The one we need is the field autopsy form. Look at the clipboard, shake the ledger. We heard it. We would open it by doing this. Slide the drawer open, get the ticket stubs, switches to the zoo, and then pick up the card and then smell it. Apricot flavored, open it, boom, keep reading, and we'll pass out. Okay, we're back to where we were. Remembering our past is painful, to say the least. Anyways, welcome back to Disco Elysium. If you just jumped in and you just saw that, you'll be very confused. Very sorry. We were just catching up to where we were when we ended the stream yesterday. Disco Elysium CRPG, very unique take on it, where combat is minimalized, investigation is maximized, and you argue with different parts of your brain about yourself because you don't understand exactly who you are.
There is nothing.
Including your ancient reptilian brain.
Nothing said, bro.
Did this already.
Me. Who was what?
And the limbic system.
The unwell emotion.
The cold.
Here in the paleo because it's always
White morning.
Ah, yes, and in the olfactory system.
Smell like a train.
Fuck. Bloated
something.
corpse of the past resurfacing. Don't prod at it. It will start moving
Voyager
again.
Road.
There is no
But he
Voyager.
said he
Yeah, man.
doesn't know.
What was that about?
Doesn't know what the bow collector
You
is.
think they would let you?
Yes, they're pouring something on you, something in you, and it.
And there we go. Okay, we're back to where we were. It took a little bit. Hey, Pirate, how's it going today? Just quick get through this. What happened? Burnt out ruins the past. Solve this case, and we were back to where we are. No, we are. That was Wednesday for some reason. I was not expecting a stream. It is, in fact, Tuesday, my dude. And last but not least, let's internalize Ace's High. And also the Bow Collector, which seems very intriguing. Not as intriguing as a volumetric shit compressor, but nonetheless, definitely something. This keeps our morale up. Would this get our morale to 2? Or what? I feel like it would. So we're going to do that. Yeah, okay. So that's like a 1-to-1 on morale. That's the last morale we have because we are barely functioning on the outside in terms of our emotional state. Anyways, Disco Elysium CRPG detective game. We spent a solid 2.5 hours trying to chop a dead body down from a tree. That's pretty much all we accomplished overall, if we're trying to sum it up in as small words possible. And it was highly entertaining. So, we have a lot of tasks that we need to work on. Get in front of Kinemus headlights to read the halogen watermarks in your ledger. Yes, we wanted to see who we were. Let's do that. Lenore. Let's turn on the headlights. Turns the preheater on, waits, takes out his keys, and says, "Alright, ready." I turn, you press start. It's next to the preheater. Dashboard lights up with orange glow. That was needed. Oh yeah, no, we definitely needed that. Did you not want a radio about your gun and badge from there as well? Correct. Yes, we're doing a lot of things here. Perfecto. There you go. Turn them off from the remote once you're done. You just need to stand in front of the machine now. Alright. Let's close the door for now. But we will, in fact, continue searching for things. As you hold the ledger's clip under the headlamp, an iridescent hologram appears, a street grid in the veins of a great river. A familiar sensation washes over you. There she is, Revocol West. There's a note of pride in the lieutenant's voice. Around the borders of the watermark are dozens, no, hundreds of micro-perforations. Let's look at the street grid. Where? Let's look around. Where are we on this? Right here, his finger near the top of the map, on a segment of coast jutting out into the great ocean. I'm sure I've seen worse, like my face. Coal City? Oh, gosh. Look at the perforations. There are many of them. Let's tally them up, I guess. First row has 18 dots. Next one. Count them individually. Visual calculus. 216 perforations. Considering that nice large number, a wave of pride washes over you. I can't say why precisely. Last row has 3 perforations. That's it. Alright, so what do they mean? They represent your record as an officer from the RCM. They're your statistics, as it were. Should have guessed you keep a record. Officers often do. Let's take a look. Alpha male officers who are proud of their numbers often do, is what he meant. First row represents your years of service. 18 years. Okay, not bad at all. What did you do before you volunteered? What did you do all those blissful years of your youth? I could be a hobo. I could get drunk like a megastar. I walk the land telling whores and liars of the end to come. There are 9,855 days remaining. feel like I just went around apologizing all the time. Doesn't seem... Nah, I just have no idea. This next row, the one that wraps all the way around, is your number of closed cases. Closed the good. Means finished. You've got, let's see... Wow, more than 200. 216 to be exact. It's quite a lot, even for someone who's been on the force for nearly 2 decades. Usually clearing more than 10 cases a year puts you in the 90th percentile of all RCM officers. So you're saying I used to be a super cop. Call it what you want. You were a valuable member of your precinct. Look at the last row. Those are your confirmed kills. I have 3 kills. Honestly was expecting a higher number. It's rather tame. I mean that in a good way. Certain officers treat their kills like some kind of ghoulish game. If they do happen to solve a case, it's usually by accident. It's obvious the lieutenant doesn't think very highly of those officers. But it seems as though you are, or at least were, one of the good ones. So you have that to be thankful for. Has Kim ever killed anyone? Yes. Good to know. How does he handle it? What kind of hobbies would someone such as Lieutenant Kim have? That is a very innocent question, and you're not giving me anything to work with. Alright, let's go. Well, we learned a little bit about ourselves. We were a super cop. Good job, us. Alright, other things in the car. Steering levels, radio microphone, steering levers, not levels. Pull out toolbox. Ooh, pull out the pull out toolbox. Take what you need, officer. It's gonna be a long case. I'm not protective of my tools like some men are. Pry bar, chain cutters, flashlight. I mean, can I take all of it? Let's see. You got the pry bar. Okay. Show ass. No one wants to see that. Not even one. It's true. It might even be fatter than Fat Dad. Chain cutters. And, I mean, might as well get all 3, right? I don't think our inventory is exactly strained for room here. Want the radio to call in our badge missing. Okay. Come in, dispatch. No, that's it. Okay. This is Officer Alice Dimitri, Precinct 57. How may I assist you? On the green prime line, a yellow save button catch your eye. I wonder what Kim's default radio station is. That's a good question. Okay, so let's start with the armored boots that we found on the corpse. Call back tomorrow. Okay, there's that. The ICP is an intersolary law enforcement service, the crown jewel of the moral intern diadem, alongside EPIS and the coalition government. Alright, have you heard about the ICP? No, and I doubt they'll get back to me before tomorrow morning. Okay, well that's not helpful. Thank you, thank you. I want to report my badge missing. This man uses relay code. You've got this. You're a cop, and cops know relay code. Your dad abuses you, makes you eat pizza and burgers all day. Well, childhood obesity is a big problem. And there he goes. He's gone. Thanks, pirate. Alright. Hit ban by accident. Yeah, I'm sure you did. This might sound odd. Personal deed. No, I just want my badge missing, right? Message received. This is a very serious situation. Need a 1022 captain. Over. Is it him? A dry voice asked in the background. What does he want? So he lost his badge and needs to report it. Who is this? Communications officer. Oh, wait. Is this my partner? Interesting. You just timed them out, but that was actually a bot, not even a real troll. That was boring. I prefer real trolls. At least you get some stuff back to them. Unfortunate. Wait, how do you know it's a bot? Never mind. I don't care. Alright, so we found our partner. Our actual partner. Satellite Officer Vikamar. Sir, over. Didn't lose his memory along with his fucking badge. The man in the background sounds like he's losing his patience. Who lost his badge? Dick fucking Mullen. Who do you think? It's Officer. Dick Mullen is not your name. It is the name of a fictional detective who would not lose his badge. Thank you, Encyclopedia. Authority. Trivial. Success. Defend yourself immediately. They're laughing at you. Come on, officer. Tell them to stop. This is serious. Yeah. Don't really care. Just gonna make a note here that you're in pursuit of your misplaced badge. Over. Oh, okay. This did not help. I thought I'd get a replacement. There are a lot of people here that we've never met before. Oh, my reaction speed doesn't allow me to have a comeback. We will say nothing, because we don't have anything smart to say. Ask him if he lost his gun, too. Yeah, I probably did. Half late. This is why we invested in drama, so we can lie well. Son of a bitch. No, of course I didn't lose my gun. Fuck it. I didn't lose my gun. He said that he didn't lose his gun or his fun. Whatever that means. Shouldn't we know this? We have an encyclopedia in our brain. It's a gun, what can I say? A regular goddamn murder weapon. You know how they are. Bang, bang. No, I want to actually have that. Clearly he doesn't have his Villiers anymore. So we need Villiers. Captain Sober is an odd comment. Maybe you were a recovering alcoholic? Very possible. Sergeant Torson here is wondering if you are still in possession of your genitalia. Over. Yeah, no, we're doing that. Oh, he's not gonna say that? He said he sodomized your mother. Sergeant Torson requests that you apologize for the claims you made about his mother. Over. Nah, I don't care. You like all the little clues to stuff in this? I do too. Lots of little things you can pick up. Initials. You kind of pester different people that know you just to try to figure out what you were like beforehand. It's really interesting. Heard him, and I'm on it. I am in dire need of financial assistance because I'm about to be kicked out of my my hostel. Don't give that asshole anything, he's just gonna drink it all. Okay, well that fits. Alright. Maybe we can lie about how being it paramount to the investigation to grant me more money. Alright, fine. Didn't work. Personal details I'd like to discuss. I feel like at this point we're not going to get anything more out of it, but let's try. Wait, before you say anything stupid, think it through. I need information, not fear. Be smart about this. Ask if he's there alone. Yeah, we don't want to... He's not in the room by himself, and asking is just gonna... No, we're not doing this. I don't like it. Fuel preheater gauge? Steering levers... Alright, I'll close the door. So we've realized our gun is missing, which is good. We won't get caught flat-footed when we talk to the... Alright, I kicked that guy earlier. And by guy, I mean a mailbox. We talked to the union boss this time. There are a lot of books here. A book about pate. Let's talk to this lady.
Hello, sir. Step right in. The store is open.
I am the law.
Are you interested in a new and exciting book? Okay, sir. I'll try to answer any questions you have. I hope they're about books.
Probably won't be. Yeah, why are you like our town crier for the store? Signaling that the store is open. She nods eagerly. Otherwise, people might not know. They miss out on the crime, romance, and biographies of famous people, which is the name of the store, now that I'm looking at it. What is what is romance? Who are these famous people? What's this crime business? No, I need to know what romance is. It's the type of book where there's a rich lady, and she has to choose between the good man and the bad man. She smiles at the thought, perhaps imagining herself in that situation. Or it could be a story about a poor lady getting a rich man. It's about man and lady business, sir. What about... when everyone is poor? Well, yeah. It's not really a proper romance story. It's more like everyday life. Well, sometimes, yeah. Yeah, poor people are boring. I have $3.90 to my name. What about a poor man getting a rich lady? It happens, but usually the guy gets rich in the process, or should actually be rich himself, and has lost his family properly unjustly, like during the revolution or something. What about when both of the men are bad? These are not very common. You can't have a choice between bad and bad. Nobody wants to read a story like that. But what if it's written really well? Well, maybe then it's fine. Maybe if the lady then decides not to pick either because she doesn't need a bad man. Yes, that would be interesting. Alright. This is not going to be helpful at all. I can tell. We could go into the bookstore, but we should actually, at this point, I've got a couple more questions for the cafeteria manager, as well as the kitchen's open now. I don't know if we'll have anything there, but this is basically closest to the scene of the crime we've got. So we might as... Wait, who's that? Have we talked to this guy already? I feel like we totally have. Yeah. Yeah, we had more questions about who could possibly put those clothes in there. Could someone on your staff have put them there? So we got the keys before I got here, and I can vouch for her. I can vouch for all my staff. None of us would tamper with this crime scene. What's this keys, though? Trash collection service. Okay. Ah, the elusive CS Municipal. Doubt we'll be able to track down who was sent here last and when. This will have to be one of those little threads that solves itself down the road. Thank you anyway. Alright, well that's fair. That's mostly all I wanted. Let's go check the kitchen, shall we? And I guess talk to the cook. Thin man is smoking below an exhaust hood, occasionally sipping from his mug. This must be the cook. As you step in, he nods towards the table and says something in a completely foreign language. Okay, it's definitely not his name. Whatever you do, please don't call him Gorisi Kubek. Please, it's not funny. Okay, fine. Thank you, Logic, for saving me. I'm gonna put this cup down and applies something. His left hand drawing arcs in the air. You've got some impressive pots there. Did I ring Sylvie at the car? Not yet. I figured that would be our big lead that we followed up on next. Alright, well that was super unhelpful. I appreciate it. Where does this go? Blue door. Should we try to push on the door? The door does not budge. Touch the door. Old cobalt paint. Leads to a sign building adjacent to this one. The old building next to this half ruined. Whatever's behind it must be older. I am drawn to its cobalt blue. Even Kim agrees with me. A mini side investigation. Whirling secret passages. Still don't know why I'm doing it, but it seems interesting, so let's ask him about it, shall we? What's that door lead to? Oh yes, that door, sure. There's nothing mysterious about it. It's just a door. You know what's behind it? No, I don't have a key. I don't even know how to get there. And I don't care, either. It's not like I've been wondering about it for 10 years. It's just the Frit warehouse, probably. But he has indeed been wondering about it for these 10 years. He's attempting to maintain an air of indifference. It's absolutely not convincing. I think you'd like to know what's back there. Fine, okay, a little. He shrugs, but my job doesn't leave me time for wondering about one locked door in one of the cafeterias I manage, of which there are, and count them, 3. So I haven't opened it. I have cleaned the whole place 100 times over, though, after the animals. And I haven't found a key, so good luck with that. Alright, peace. That kitchen investigation, not as helpful as we hoped it would be. But there wasn't really anything connecting the crime to the kitchen, so I guess that's... We also have the autopsy to do. Goodness gracious, really. You can style the paperwork, but that's going to take a while. We don't know who put the clothes in the trash. These are the big ones. Interviewing the union boss and the Wild Pines rep. The autopsy for sure. We want the boots, but we have to run autopsy. Call Alice back in a day for more info on the armor. Don't know where the rest of the armor is. Talk to the union people later on today. I'm to pay for the damages he caused in the whirling in rags. Or you want to play stay tonight? Yep. Okay. Yeah, okay. Fair enough. Let's talk to Sylvie. Take the boots off? Yeah, probably during the autopsy, I would imagine. In fact, I would hope so. Radio. Sylvie. Gart gave the number. Yeah. Start slapping a marching rhythm on your thighs. Oh, we got Sylvie on the line. Excellent. Female voice greets you through static. Sounds like she's a million miles away from here. I don't think we met Sylvie, so this would be weird. All right. She recognized your voice almost immediately. Hello, officer. What can I do for you? Let's see. We'll start with easy questions. Wait. Who did make the call? Okay. So now we don't even know who called in the body. People don't have the money to have the cables put in again. They use the Union's phone or the one on the coast. Union has a phone, and there's one on the coast. Those are the only two on the island? Interesting. I don't feel like that would really matter. I feel like a corpse behind them in their, like, backyard isn't that upsetting. Because the only reason he couldn't take the body off because he was hanging or about to rip his head off, which would have been hysterical, but probably bad for our investigation. I agree. I thought the Union already knew about the corpse. No one calls the police. The Union would get angry. What the Union says goes. People listen to them and they take care of their own, which is, like, everyone here. Now let's consult Kim really quick. Legally, no, but in reality, yes. Martinez is de facto policed by the Dock Workers Union. I don't think this line of questioning is going to get us anywhere. Didn't call because I didn't want to get in trouble with others with the Union. That's fair. Why would you quit then? Not really. Oh wait, no, we know. It was because Gart was a kind of creepo. So we don't need to go through that. Have you seen my badge or my gun? This exact conversation is happened before. Establishing authority before this young girl seems to have been important to you in the past. Don't go there again. I was mostly just asking if my badge was missing. Okay. Kim doesn't have a uniform. Ah, fine. Have I seen my policeman uniform? A policeman officer? When did I show the gun? You're trying to impress some people with it. Everyone was eating and... Oh god, what did I do? Waving it around everyone's face, begging them to describe it. You said it calms you. Then you started making suicide joke. It got pretty graphic. Those again? I've been trying to wean you off of them. Off of what? You know, when you put your gun, your actual gun in your temple and pretend to shoot your brains out? Off of that. People don't like that. I remember this. You're screaming things like, my brains are all over the walls, painting them red. I won't be seeing it because these are my brains. I can't see without my brains. Very nice visuals there. Alright. I don't even know what to say. Me neither. Alright, well, but what happened to my gun? Next thing, you were waving around money instead, saying things like, big bucks cannot lie, and guns can't buy money, but money can't always buy guns. Almost looked like you pawned it, but believe me, I did not ask. We know where the uniform is, we've seen it. How did my paper end up in the trash container? Well, you tried to jam it down the toilet, sir, clogging it completely. After I'd unclogged the toilet and retrieved the paperwork, I threw it out in the trash, thinking you didn't need it. I am sorry about that. Anything else, detective? No, I'm good. Why does she seem angry with... Well... Oh. No, she doesn't have a problem with you. Must be some other guy. Some other guy like Gart. Yes, are you sure it wasn't about me? Trust me. You didn't want to be the guy here. You know how it is. Yak yak, nag nag. Now you're the guy, Lieutenant Love, matchmaker extraordinaire. I'm happy to help, but maybe I could do so without this internalized misogyny. What misogyny? I'm just telling things the way they are. Can't a man be honest in his own head anymore? Please no, I don't want to say any of those things. Refuse the love quest, although it's wonderful. Yeah. Alright. Now I need to see what Kim plays on his radio. As always, it's DJ's Mess and Flacio, and you're listening to Speed Freaks FM. Bring you the hottest, the nastiest, the most vulgar. A flock of seagulls takes off nearby, startled by the roaring radio. Right away, the lieutenant reaches into the cabin and turns off the radio. He's not looking at you as he says, someone must have been messing with the radio and picked up a random frequency. You wanted the prime line, right? No, we're gonna confront him about this. Speed Freaks FM, huh? Oh, is that what it's called? He's trying hard to act surprised. Go for it. Turn the radio back on while it's still on the Speed Freaks FM. Yes, yeah, turn it back on. God damn it. Lieutenant moves quick as a viper as he switches off the radio and sets it on prime line. Then he turns to you. Look, it helps me to stay alert on long nights, okay? It's a method. I'm not some kind of speed freak. Or shakes his head, furiously staring at his feet. Are you heavy of foot, sir? Alright, I'm done. Alright, it, I believe, is time. Hooray for the autosave. Time for our field autopsy. It's gonna get gross, but we have our shit compressed in a volumetric shit compressor. So, I think we'll be alright. Oh, right. Communism killed him. I forgot about that. First, what exactly was a field autopsy? Have I really done 100 of them? What do you know? Oh, sorry, my encyclopedia voice has been missing. What you do know is, at 18.9 kilometers, the dormant shield volcano Corpus Mundi is the world's largest, highest summit, and the failure of the 38th single Et Puis de Sang to crack the top 20 was the death knell of disco. What a field autopsy is, you have no idea. Can I put my... Wait. It's getting really late for an autopsy. That's fair. Let's get our gloves, though. Bam. +1 interfacing. Gloves are a go. Yep. Alright, now let's do it. Oh, Kumano's gonna get out of here. That's probably good. I don't like him. Field autopsy. Clap your gloved hands. Let's get in there. There truly is a time for everything, even for yellow gardening gloves, he nods approvingly. However, they are lacking hygienically. I suggest you get in there in limited capacity. Alright. I'll ask you when I need you to. For the most part, maybe I should handle the contact and you take notes. Fill the field autopsy form out, right? That's right. Alright, well, let's open it up. The dead man stares in silence as you crack open the ledger. The bright red paper is covered in boxes and lists describing the condition of his skin and organs in 3 parts. Above those, an 11 field info form needs filling out first. It begins with 1 assistant. That's you. Write the initials HDB. Corpse is indifferent to your scribblings. Just lies there. Next box says coroner's case number. How do you know that off the top of your head? Kim Katsuragi, 57 precinct, followed by the date and the time of arrival on the scene. He's indexed the case after himself, not you. That's because he doesn't want to bring up the messy question of your initials. Yeah, I don't care. Name, NA. We got a John Doe here. Date of birth, John Doe. Age, roughly 50. Try 40. The damage is so extensive it's better to err on the young side. I'm gonna write around 42. He nods. Race. Mondial. That's a new one. Fair to olive skinned. This is as vague as it gets. Might as well say white-ish. Probably not a successful show compared to blackish. Because whitish describes like every show. From like the 80s. And 90s, really. Seinfeld. Frasier. I mean, Frasier's the whitest show ever. It's great, but anyways. Probably would have appreciated you asking why he was putting him. Seems to like you being inquisitive and following police rules. That's fair. Sex? Fucky fucky, the little monster exclaims energetically. Male. You know, let's just write male down. Nor does he look male, with his pregnant belly and indistinguishable face. Date of death? Still going to March 4th. What else? Let's see. Number 9. Body identified by is non-applicable. 10. Case number is the same as the coroner's case. Only one box remains. Evidence of treatment. None. At least not after the initial examination. What is treatment? Interfering with the body's position or wounds post-mortem. We did a lot of searching on this body, and we didn't see anything that suggested it was anything but no treatment. Shot him down. Oh, that's true. That probably counts. We should start the post-mortem. The corpse cannot feel Kim's hand on his chest. It no longer meaningfully interacts with its surroundings. A thicket of boxes and lists on red copier paper tries to answer why. Well, let's do the external examination. Clothes, he begins. The deceased wears armored boots and white briefs. Make the briefs is Babardine, I think. Let's see. Yes, inexpensive. The red-haired thing was expecting something more lurid. It was a sick shot, though, wasn't it? Super clean. Got hands. Very steady. The boots are ceramic. Vitreous enamel, fused to the skin. Removal of the boots is left for processing. It would be clever of you to omit the boots altogether, sire. If you are to keep them for yourself as you want to. When am I going to get them? Drama. Patience after the autopsy. Before the body is taken, there will be a window of opportunity after the lieutenant has gone to sleep. We're definitely taking those boots. Boot is a serial number. It's E50, 100, 1000. Tattoos. Upper torso is covered in a single continuous tattoo resembling a microelectronic circuit board. Ink is blue and white. Ceases a belt for airlifting cargo around his neck. Buckle on the other end. Preservation is good. Ambient temperature below freezing. Body hair is light brown. Distribution is consistent with age. Should have given them the wrong serial number so they could not find it on the report. When I show up wearing a crisp new pair of stanky ass boots tomorrow, I think I think the cover might be blown. Cease had male pattern baldness. Write it down. Okay. But he's consistent with hanging. Head is congested. Contusions are present. Head, chest, and thighs. Bite marks on the face, scalp, and chest, consistent with predation. Write down. Ligature mark. Stench is horrid. After a while, it's obvious the material cannot be cut. Steel wiring. There's too much of it. We need to remove the belt so we can get to the ligature mark. Oh yeah, we got the chain cutters. Oh yeah, I'm prepared. Pet the chain cutters. The hanged man lets out a joyous little bubble of rot from his nose. All right, let's go. You need to cut the belt to see the ligature mark below. Carefully, with as much precision as you can. Oh boy. I hope this was hand-eye coordination. Let's look for a better spot to cut. We did not find any. But now that we interfaced, we're at a 72%. Didn't cut his head off. Good job, us. For some deliberation, you sink into the cutters into the knot, tying the belt together. You squeeze the rubber handles together, sweat forming on your brow. Snap. The knot is slashed. Another cut in the belt falls apart like a flower bouquet, revealing the dead man's neck and the dark red ligature mark around it. The suspension point was in the back of the neck. The rope rises to a point, leaving a gap in the ligature mark. Hemorrhaging is observed on the skin above and below the ligature mark. The mark is well pronounced, consistent with a drop from 1 or 1.5 meters. Chest is intact, normal contour. Abdomen is... I didn't realize that I was just going to read an autopsy. Welcome to Twice Mark stream of Law & Order SVU. Genitalia is male and unremarkable. I need to inspect these. The dead man's penis is average size, congested from downward collection of blood. Good to know. Ooh, it's greenish. Interesting. Back is symmetrical and intact. Upper and lower extremities are intact, but asymmetrical. Combat injuries: right hand, thigh, and hip. Makes sense. He was a security officer. He was kind of a merc. Smaller residual scars covering about 30% of his skin. Wound sustained over 2 or maybe 3 decades. Dispersal and accumulation indicates long and active combat duty. We have a real museum here. Battles, wars. Last item, hands. He didn't want me to touch it, so we'll let him work alone. Hands are clean. No sign of a recent struggle. I'm expecting any. I was. Maybe I'm just not seeing them. Honestly, the stench is making it hard for me to think at the moment. Oof. Turns to the side to breathe. It's not enough. He buries his face in the sleeve of his jacket. You hear a muffled voice. That's all for the external. Well done. What's next? Internal examination. Smells great. Central nervous system, he says, then concludes abruptly. I have nothing. Do you have anything on this man's central nervous system? Of course, there's a moral to be drawn from it. A moral to the story. Let's add the moral. What would that be? He looks at you inquisitively. The dead man looks too, with barely contained excitement to hear the moral of this story. The brain is very vulnerable to compromises in its blood supply. The lieutenant grins. I think that may well be the moral of every story, officer. Alright, N.A. Good. Musculoskeletal. Purge fluid is coming from the mouth. He gets close to the mouth hole. Eyes squinting from the stench. Not injury related. Eyes and tongue protuberant. Gross. Ear cracks as the lieutenant moves his sharp fingers inside the flesh like the creaking of an old house at night. Hairy bone is fractured, not flactured. R's are hard. Rest of the musculoskeletal system is intact. Back hunched. Respiratory system. Oral cavity shows no lesions. Victim has received dental implants. Mouth swollen. Let's look inside of it and try not to puke. Look deeper in... No, okay. No, I don't want to puke on him. We had trouble already. We've puked twice. I can't deal with puking a third time on the body. Don't have anything there. Are you a hepatobiliary expert? Hepato means liver, and biliary, the gallbladder and bile ducts. Am I an expert on those things, encyclopedia? Nothing in your alcohol-soaked memory directs to having forensic expertise on either one. No. Alright. Right, NA. Toxicology and serology. How about obscure tidbits and odd trivia? That fits me to a T. No. Okay, fine. Cardiovascular. Body exhibits heavy lividity. Blood is gathered in the hands, feet, and neck. Consistent with hanging. Gastrointestinal. We're going to keep the voila in there. What's next on the list? Description of injury summary. 3 fields. Leave a 4th one, too. bite marks. Bite marks was non-fatal and post-mortem. Contusion. Scalp bleeds from post-mortem head injury. Injury does have the rim. Does not have the rim of an early inflammatory response. Write that down. Coagulated blood. Sticks to his scalp and chest. That was non-fatal and also post-mortem. What's the fourth injury field for? Oh, just in case. Fair enough. Fatal injury. Alright. It's a start. How'd that go? What else? Terrorist injury. Alright. We did it. Need to copy that autopsy form, then I'll drive him to Faubourg. There you go. So then, man, one more time, then a slip of red paper in his hand, then at the corpse again. Tilt your head, also looking at the corpse. Perception, legendary. Well, this is a... white check. So, I mean, we can try it. Didn't work. Give up on that. We need to refrigerate the body if we want to conduct another examination, and we need to do it fast. Okay. Have to be industrial in size. Start by asking Gart in the Fritz store down at the gates. They don't know. Alright. Let's go fridge the body. Because I'm not so sure. And more importantly, I really want his boots. My motivation here is completely selfish. Alright. Well, let's go ask Gart. We know that we are also going to have the dock workers coming in a couple hours, so we should be able to talk with them soon enough.
Can I help you?
Fridge. Yes, I do actually. No, we want to put a very important dead body in your fridge, not just any dead body. I'm not even going to ask why, you're just going to say something mean. A lieutenant is backing me up? Let's go talk to the fridge clerk. Okay. What's about this money? How much do I owe you? About 100. Okay, great. We're only 96 real and 10 cents away. It's easy. So the fridge clerk. Where is the fridge clerk? That is the question. Is it here? Steal and sell the boots? I could deal with that. Revocol Ice City. No one answers the doorbell. What a shame. Do we have a map yet? Nope. Still don't. Cool. You know, what if this bookstore... Will this bookstore have a map? We could definitely sell the boots. But wouldn't it be hilarious if we just walk around in them? Sure, our plausible deniability would be gone, but who cares about that? Nothing there. Sports magazines. I guess let's talk to her, see if they have a map.
Welcome to Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People. My name is Plaisance. Be welcome. And please take responsibility for the energy you bring into this space.
Before we go on, you seem to be well off enough. Can you give me some money? I feel there won't be an opportune moment to ask later.
I am
No thanks.
the proudest owner of our little shop of culture.
Components. Type of books. Alright, she doesn't even want to talk about it, eh? Breakthrough imminent on Aces High. Yes, your daughter was great. Yes, we talked to her. Great! On a scale of 1 to 10, how compelled were you to buy books after talking with her? Definitely a 10. The way you're handling her strikes me as wrong. I'm here to dismantle the free market and abolish child labor. I could become a Communist Party leader, after all. But, yeah. Ah, yes, of course. In our society, people don't get to tell each other how to raise their children. Let's check the previous statement. If you have children, I hope they turn out as great as my Annette. Okay. No. Denial is the way she copes with criticism. Same. Alrighty. Thought complete. Aces high. Yes. This is where we got +1 empathy towards Kim and +1 spirit decor. For the rest of the world, Aces High is just a cool Revocool thing, politically neutral. In Revocool, it still holds revolutionary connotations. Also, if you looked at Lieutenant Kitsuragi's clothes, he wears a bomber jacket just like the ones worn by aerostatic brigades. Those cargo pants could store tools for hot fixing your aerostatic... Oh, maybe you should ask him about this. Maybe I should. Maybe I should. Ah, you can unlock them with skill points. Good to know. Maybe when we have more thoughts. Maybe put one in reaction speed, because I like doing things that people can't stop me. Alright, there's no map there because life is pain. What a shame. So what else would there... Wait. Oh, just more thoughts about the books. Why am I looking at this wall? Okay. I don't know why I'm looking at the wall. I would assume it's to create art, but... Motorcycle repair shop. Possibly spilled paint. Wait, one sec. What's this say? Nice thing about this game's time period, or time progression, is that it only progresses through, like, actions and words, so... Not being able to find this right away isn't ticking away our time. It's just kind of... a thing. for now. I wonder if this person can tell me.
It's raining again.
Okay, not helpful,
It was
Gardner.
clear just an hour ago.
Thank you, Gardner. Very helpful. The Whirling in Rags. Glossy Magazine. Jump Jams. Random Man. What do you have to say?
Welcome to Revachol.
Ah, he's a racist lorry driver. Yeah, I don't feel like getting into a racial dispute here right now. Kind of worried about... Hey, there we go. The Friet Store, or however the heck they're gonna pronounce it. Melancholy pop song plays on the radio. What is that? That looks like a phone, but I know it's not. Tear machine. 1 bottle, 10 cents. Ah, so that's why you get the bag, collect bottles. Yes. Of course. Can buy a raincoat. We could steal a raincoat. Probably not good to do in front of Kim. No. Let's see if...
Welcome to Friet. Feel free to look around or something. Everything is out on the shelves.
What's that magazine that she's reading?
You mean this? This is Pop Stars. It's got, like, famous people in it. It's not for sale.
Looks like it also has something called Police de la Mode featured on page 34. This speaks to you. No, I need to know about this fashion police.
It's where they rate different outfits famous people wear. It's kind of funny. They're kind of mean. It's about who's the most stylish.
Who's the numero uno guy in there right now, and does he look like this?
No, I don't think so.
That is a shame.
We are not the fashion police. We're the real police.
Thank you, Kim. Alright, got some
okay,
questions.
I'm not really supposed to be chatting to anyone, but...
I need a fridge. I need to store a corpse there. No, what's the fridge? I need to store a corpse in the fridge. Measure the fridge with your fingers, one eye closed. No, I'm not joking. I do need to store the corpse of the hanged man in your fridge. Glass stored fridge in a public grocery store isn't the best option for storing a corpse. Ugh. It would have been so beautiful. We want to check if Friet has the warehouse in the back of the Whirling in Rags because we're trying to figure out where that blue door goes to. Just a little back room. Okay, so we really don't know where that black, the blue door goes to. Can you tell me anything about this reality we're in? Yes, tell me about the economic reality. I don't really know anything. I mean, I'm 15. 15 is an excellent time to learn about the economic reality. That's why I'm working my ass off in Friet. I guess that's economic. I mean, we know these things. This is pretty much nonsense. I doubt she knows anything about the body, but we can always ask really quick. Don't really know anything. I know it's there, but I haven't seen it, so okay. Nah. As healthy as it is to be very skeptical of people, it's also exhausting. Okay, so that's a problem. We do not have. Boy. That was our last resort, was Kuno, and I think we're going to have to talk to Kuno, because we've already talked to both of the other stores in the area. Oh boy. This is going to be unpleasant to the max. There's the strike going on. We'll confront the racist guy later.
Fuck, does Kuno care?
Kuno, I need a fridge to stash the body. Yeah, I don't believe you. Where can I find this perfect fridge then, Kuno? Bacon Man's in a rush. What's in it for the Kuno? Let's convince him. Yeah, 72%. That's red check, can't be retried. Oh, that was bad. Yeah, no. It's not weak, it's sincere. Do not confuse sincerity with weakness. Say it, trust me. If I don't get this sorted, I might actually get fired. Yeah, I'm sure he's gonna really care. Just keep telling your sad story. I've lost almost everything, Kuno. My memory, my money, even my name. I can't lose my job too. Please, please help me. It's not that dramatic. We can just send the body to processing. Fine. Oh. Well, damaged my morale. Kids do see stuff. Well. Talk to him about the shack. I phase shifted through the roofing material, Kuno. Those are the pig head. Kuno decapitates pigs. Like demo tape? Kuno plays on snuff radio. Yikes. We know that he does drugs. Tube of magnesolum. Harbor, it's fine. Shack, crime scene, body. Maybe if we talk to the other one? I don't know. Lack of magnesium has you slouched. Critical lack of magnesium. I'm practically devolving into a fish due to the lack of magnesium in my bloodstream. I need to become a magnesium-based life form. Alright, we gained a thought. Excellent. That would be terrible, but anyways. Let's talk to other kids.
The pig's getting pretty close to me. Come to snuff my shit out, I think. Looks like it's time for me to go, Kuno. Pig's come to take me in. I'm going away for a long, long time, Kuno. Going away for life.
What's going on there? Fuck, are you trying to pull, pig?
Listen, child, that corpse made me puke twice, and I was wondering why you don't. No. Child, converse with me.
Murder was the case they gave me. I'll die before I squeal, pig. Stay away from...
Alright, that's just not happening. Kuno doesn't want to talk about the fridge. My morale is bad. But if children do know things, maybe let's look out for other children that could possibly know. Say child! You wouldn't happen to know a good fridge, would you? Fridge? Yeah, like a big, big fridge a cop could put a dead body into. Ah, you mean like the ice bear fridge? Man, that's scary. Ice bear fridge. Yeah, like a bear, but white. There's a fridge below the building in the basement, which points underground with red glowing eyes. I went back there once, behind the bookstore. No one doesn't want me to go there anymore. Not that I want to. It's pretty scary. There's a big fridge there. Yes. One more thing. How do I get inside the building? My way in is through the bookstore. My mom was pretty strict about not letting anyone in. I don't know. You're a policeman, she said in admiration. Maybe you convince her somehow? Well, that's bad, because I just told her that she raised her kid to be, to be wrong. So, this is what happens when you're an intelligent asshole in the game, which is what our build is. We can put things together, but talking to people is almost impossible. Also, we can shoot guns pretty well. Alright, let's talk to her about it.
Hello again, esteemed officer, and welcome to Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People.
A fridge. Cool me getting McDonald's, spend that type of day. Only if you also get me McDonald's. Please. And thanks. Are you interested in books? She nods the bookshelves. For whatever reason, she's lying to you about the fridge. Seems like you have to find your own way into the cellar. Okay, well, here I go. Closed curtains.
Excuse me, officer. The back room is strictly for employees only.
What's behind the curtains? Nothing. No, please go back to browsing books. Don't you feel compelled to look at the books? You're getting it now? Oh, no. Never mind. Yeah, you're fine. No problem, Joe. She speaks almost as if she's trying to put a spell on you, urging you to buy more books. Oddly enough, the more she tries to draw you away from the curtains, the more alluring they become. What's this trinket that she's messing with? An irregular polyhedron assembled from bones, sticks, and straws. Inside, a disturbing fish head with empty eye sockets stares at you. From the look of this, it is a traditional Seminese ward meant to provide protection against ill luck, bad dreams, curses, and other supernatural scourges. Who are the Seminese? Inhabitants of Ile de Fantôme, the Seminine Islands down south. Nothing else to do. Alright, well, I'm gonna pull them open. Sir, don't touch that. I told you it's off limits for the customers. Her hand is closed around her pendant, her fingers nervously playing with the talisman. Parapsychologically speaking, we're done if you decide to open them. I won't be held responsible for the consequences. It's too dangerous. She looks away, mumbling, why is everyone always messing with the curtains? Why can't they just buy books like normal people? But I sense this place is calling for me. I must investigate beyond the threshold. You do? My God, even more reasons not to mess with the curtains. Just step away, dear sir. But I need to get in there. I'm a policeman officer. Why? It's not like anyone was killed there. Right. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be so impolite. Just please don't go there. I can't allow that. You only make things worse and unleash the powers. Curtains do seem frail suddenly. Not robust enough to contain a slippery darkness. Sorry. I've heard there's a fridge there that I need. Yeah. No, I'm going in. Let's talk this through before you decide to do anything extreme. Talking is always good. Go see what she has to say. Alright, fine. All this just to open some curtains.
Hello again, esteemed officer, and welcome to Crime, Romance, and Biographies.
Why are you so uptight about those curtains? I just want to know what's on the other side. I already told you, it's just a storage room for employees. I don't understand why it's so important to you. Just let it go, officer. Go buy some goddamn books. You're supposed to be drawn to the books. She recites it like it's a poem, or like she's playing a role she's grown tired of. She's so tense it's a miracle she hasn't snapped in half yet. Yeah, actually, that would really throw her off if we know that's the Seminoles ward. She wavers under your gaze, mouth pressed into a tight-lipped smile. Then something breaks. Okay, fine. It's because this place is cursed, just like everyone said. They don't call it the doomed commercial area for nothing. You happy now, officer? Happy that you've ruined everything? She closes her eyes and starts mumbling something to her pendant. Hosts of hosts, she says. Guard me and my honest business venture from the curse that lurks behind the curtains. Why don't you tell me right away it's the curse? It's not good to talk about the curse, not in detail. The negativism, it's dangerous. Talking about the void race angers them. Wow, void race. You have new words. Curse is so much worse than you can imagine. It's a disease, eating at the very foundation. It's the curse of financial distress, of ruin and bankruptcy. She peers at the curtains again. Right, I'm a little confused. What does that mean? Everyone knows that all the previous companies in this building have sooner or later declared bankruptcy, and their malicious spirits are kept here, feeding off bad business practices and disappointing income statements. There's something wrong with this building, I can tell you. Ever since I arrived, I've sensed an eerie, lingering presence, as if I was unwanted here. Would you like me to take the case? I could investigate, just to see if the curse is real. Most certainly not. I don't want anyone who's not familiar with the psychic arts to get involved in this mess. Stay away. Leave the spirits be so they can return to their slumber. Drama says, My liege! You know what this case calls for. A paradetective. Alright. Let's convince her to let you investigate the doomed commercial area. -1 for gave smart-ass parenting advice, but we got a +1 for on a quest to freeze the body. Hey. Slither up to her, you silver-tongued fiend. Show her what world-class perfidy looks like. Ma'am, I came here to help. I've handled paranatural situations before. Are you sure? She looks skeptical. Don't think I haven't seen charlatans before. I have returned from the void, a paradetective from a long line of paradetectives. I know paradetective. You look nothing like one. You're clearly a drinker. Pardon me for being so blunt, but you do look like one. The lieutenant keeps his usual stony calm. He silently picks out his notebook. I admit I've had my share of drinks, but only because the spectral realm is parapsychologically taxing. How do you know all this? Here we go. Your wards brought me here in the first place. The Seminoles blood also runs through me. You're part Seminoles? Oh, it means our meeting couldn't have been mere chance. The hand of fate guides us. But I'm not the only one at risk. I have to think of my daughter. You're certain you can help us, keep us safe. I can't allow any collateral damage to hit us. No, I don't feel like bringing Kim in on this. Maybe I do. We're bringing in Kim. He'll vouch for me. The tenant has not been paying close attention. You've put him on the spot. Certainly so, ma'am. I can assure you my partner is imminent in this particular field. She shuffles nervously. If you promise, good officer, then you might be our last hope. Do you swear it? On my honor. Thank you, sir. There's one more thing I haven't told you yet about the entity. Do not act surprised. You know of these things, sire. Of course, the entity, for I have sensed its presence. You have? The entity takes form of a woman, a witch, probably. I suspected she must be connected to the curse ever since I first saw her. Did you know she lives inside the chimney? Ah, of course, the passage between heaven and hell. Yes. The chimney is part of the building's central furnace, and it's enormous. She has barricaded herself behind some metal security curtains. God knows what she's doing there. Some unnatural magic, I assume. You should go find the entity and ask what happened to all the companies in this building. What is the source of this curse? Here, the key to the warded door behind the curtains. Alright. Farewell for now, book peddler. This has been an arduous journey. Let's open. You see a dimly lit room full of dusty furniture. A doorway stands in the back, shadow looming over it like an omen. Let's find out, shall we? What do we have here? Got ourselves ghostly silhouettes of hair dryers. And a vaguely androgynous portrait of a man. Is it David Bowie, perhaps? Merely looking at that unmanly haircut threatens your masculinity. Of course. Well, we're going to unlock the door with a key instead of trying to break down the door. That seems like the smart thing to do. Let's open the door and enter. It's a old, like, personal gym. Oh wait, well, Kim's got something to say.
What is this place?
Looks like a gym to me. Guess no one's been here for ages. I doubt the electricity still works. Good thing we have a flashlight on us. Don't forget to take it out of your bag before we move on. Some specks of dust shimmer in a faint beam of daylight falling from the window. Other than that, the room is dark. An eerie feeling rises in your chest. What if there's a reason no one's been here for ages? Yes, because it's closed. Ugh, so boring, Kitsuragi.
Yes?
So boring. Yeah, I want to know about the case. That's one of the tasks we have. Why are we on the same case? We're from different precincts. Afraid that you and I are pawns in a pissing competition. I don't remember being on anything. No, I'm on retrograde amnesia. A cop-off, you say? What kind of stupidity? The cop kind. Our precincts can't decide if Martinez is part of Jamrock or the Industrial Harbor. Yours or mine. As if we somehow own parts of the city. Typical street gang mentality, so we let the Union make a mockery of law enforcement here. Now it's come to its natural conclusion. It's an orphan district that we're running in. I think the dispatch desk just told both our stations about the hanging. It's quite a brouhaha at the 57th, I can tell you that. Time to settle it, they said. Cop off! But I assure you I'm not the finest or toughest with 102 cases solved. What I am is the least interested in a pissing competition. Somewhere in your mind hangs a dark green blackboard. There are two columns. One says cases solved, the other confirmed kills. Let's close our eyes about it. Look for precinct 41. Oh, it's gone. You volunteered to spoil it then. Yes, I'm an unrepentant spoil sport. The lieutenant appears pleased with this. I wonder what this says about me. It's all part of the master plan, you see. Let's see. Was I sent here to teach him a lesson in style? No. Don't be scared, but I think I may have supernatural abilities. That seems right. He opens one hand and looks at it. A moment passes. What school do you subscribe to? Mambo or Jambo? I see and feel things. I belong to Mambo. It's always good to have a police officer who can see and feel. Alright, enough of the competition. Secret task complete. The pissing competition. I wonder why the 41st sent me. Because they wanted to lose, actually, I think. Look at you. It's because you're a failure. They sent you to Slight, Precinct 57. Yeah, that makes more sense than the other stuff I thought of. Just think about it for a second. You're a raging alcoholic who showed up 3 days late wearing piss-stained disco garb. You weren't sent here to win. Kim thinks it's unlikely. Why is that? Check the records. This jurisdiction dispute, who polices Martinez, reaches back to the 30s. I think both stations would prefer a win. Do you really see me as a safe bet? Safe? No, but you're old. I made it this far. Something has brought you through. We've only just started working together, so I don't know what it is yet, but it's there. So no, I don't think he sent you as a joke. Even if they did, they're in for a surprise. Oh, thanks, Kim. Back to the case. I don't remember a single thing. 3 days ago, the RCM desk received a report about a security guard who was found hanged in Martinez. An anonymous caller said there was a dead body behind the Whirling Rags hostel cafeteria. The cadaver's been there for 4 days. During the time, the victim was stripped of his belongings. He used the word lynching. Say the victim was just a security guard. We still don't know his name. And the caller didn't identify themselves at all. Mostly because the Union controls the de facto police in Martinez. They are the de facto police, actually. Let me just make this perfectly clear. Our job here is to find the killer. That's right. We did it. We figured it out. Alright. That's fine. That's another task complete. Another skill point established. I'd like to practice the art of persuasion. And I got a new thought. Correct. We got magnesium-based life form, which I believe is going to make us into an absolute drug addict. Not sure we're going to touch it. little wary about it, if I'm being honest. God, so many stupid tasks. I love it. Oh, what's this? Shot put ball. Cool. I don't know what we'll use it for, but it's there. It's 60 kilograms. Remember to equip the torch, yes. Triceps hum at the sight of these weights. Show the world what kind of beast it's dealing with. Lift him. There are no collars on this barbell. This is a safety hazard. I feel like I will actually injure myself if I do this, but look, Kim, it's a trap. There are no collars on the barbell. You're right, the weights may fall off. Better not touch it then. What kind of bastard would just remove the collars? Should be a felony. Would be a violation of EPIS safety regulations, but it isn't, because it's not operating. No one's supposed to come here anymore. Fine. I've been spoil-sported. Excellent. Show me the shady area. Always blocked by old window panes and debris. This is actually creepy. Reminds me a little bit of like that isometric game that we played, Darkwood. It's got that. Honestly, a horror game in this style would actually, I think, be really interesting. Money. We only need about $90 more. Woo! It's okay. I'm sure we'll earn it singing karaoke. Everyone will tip us. It'll be delightful. Mainframe. This appears to be some kind of machine with a cube-shaped heart and a wired framework. It's a radio computer. Sitting here without anyone in sight. What it means is that these things cost money. Why would anyone just leave it behind? Let's turn it on. Let's press play. Nothing happens. Let's press play again. Nothing happens. Let's press print. Nothing happens. Alright, well, we're missing things, is what you're saying. Out of this. Oh, there's a door there, too. Frequency fireplace. Covered in lines. Mesh spreading over the stone like blood vessels on alabaster skin. What am I looking at? Radio frequencies. Sparse and cryptic. Unclear. Looks like a cardiovascular system. like the victim's tattoos. Of course, it's the anatomy of the curse. What was comprised as radio stations all lead back to one red heart titled the Game Master Frequency. This one can listen in on any station it wants. Who's the Game Master? Someone very important. Conductor for the hundreds of story threads that pass through the Game Master's frequency. It's a game and who's playing. People across 6 isolas would be playing. My god, it's as if the less money they had, the more ambitious their project became. How do you say that? Schedule. I know doom when I see it. The company is running out of funding. What else? Nothing. Just lines on marble. An echo from times long ago. Project Dreadboard. Drawings appear to have Welkins. Translucent Welkins. You should adopt one of these Welkins as your persona. No longer a mere man, but a Welkin. Now, we're going to examine this. This is important. This is Vara Hamira, a high Welkin. His face white and scarred like cracked marble. It's clearly a Welkin supremacist. The note says all non-Welkin races will be purged. Imagine a world filled only with Welkin, Green Welkin, Dread Welkin, and the High Welkin to rule them all. One of them is a Welkin supremacist. Political commentary. This one has a great beard, too. Alright, let's move on from the Welkins. Photos. Permafrost. Entire oceans have been frozen from shore to shore. Looks like you're just making a game of sorts. Monthly calendar, sprint, daily minimi, GPI. Academic calendar sorts. Mini meeting. It's part of a bigger framework for managing work called RUN. Station 41 tried to implement it a few years ago but failed. As time goes on, the number in the boxes grow rarer and rarer. The board becomes an empty snowfield in the final days. Only failure and regret dwell in its region. Alright, so it's like they actually managed to make a game, or tried to, but grew too ambitious.
What do you think is going on with that computer, chalkboard, and fireplace?
While I think about that, I need to go to the bathroom. I'll be right back, and also get some more water. Be back in a couple minutes. I dropped something out there? No, Chelsea was just getting home. Undercover counterintelligence program? No, it's just a failed business. I mean, I think they're making a game of some sort. Mm-hmm. Has anyone ever tried to make a role-playing game on a computer? Super cool. Someone should give them millions of real immediately. This game is too good to be left unfinished. Oh, 1 second. No players had to be physically present. Anyone in the world can participate in the game as long as they have a two-way radio. Hmm. There's no encouraging options here. Except for this one. Alright. Interesting enough. That's something. That's memory we can put in the computer. Thought we were going to get something there. But alas. Alright. Let's put the memory in it. See what happens. Bar fabric right above the keyboard starts producing a soft hum. The sound of static seeps through the machine's planar magnetic driver. Good afternoon. Fortress accident on Rue de Saint... This is East Insulidian. Repeater Station 1. Let's see if this is... There's no way this is alive. Oh no, it is. Yes, I am alive. I am 74 years old. She repeats passwords, programming. People are all paranoid. What is the production schedule? Film that you've inserted into the reader. Yes. Please repeat the password. Password, of course, would have a password. That's why there's a human administrator involved. Give me a hint on the password? No. A hint system is not part of the protocol for repeater stations. This is my birthday. Still no. I don't know the password. I will register this login attempt. Alright, well, let's keep on looking for a password. I don't know if this has anything to do with anything. I doubt it. There's side quests and stuff in games, after all, but... Fortress Accident SCA produces revolutionary interactive call-in radio games. Okay, so that fits. Alright, well, I mean, I guess we can look around later. Let's keep on sorting through this area. See what's new. That's definitely a polar bear fridge, and it definitely has weird-ass red eyes. You see a terrifying ice bear with a strange compartment in its belly. The door is covered in frost, and the bear's eyes are glowing red. This is a really big Slim Jim. Looks to be the fridge you were told about. Inside, see if it's big enough for a corpse. Of course. Just a fridge. A giant ice bear shaped fridge. He relaxes his hand, his face bathed in the harsh light of the open fridge door. What's the note? Guess we'll look at it later. Why is it doing here? We know that the Revocable Ice City or whatever was in this building. Could fit 2 more bodies in the ice bear fridge. Alright, let's do this. Oh, thank God. We did it. Beautiful. A dead body in an ice bear fridge. This is some of the best police work I've ever done. You've created an ice bear sarcophagus. Really, think it's good work? No, not really. Look at that. What have we done? We stuffed a dead body in an ice bear fridge. The story does not leave the room. See, I think it's a glorious achievement. People need to hear about it. No, they do not. They need to hear about our uneventful, boring, downright conservative murder investigation. At least we stopped the body from decomposing further. Now you can conduct another inspection under controlled circumstances. Let's examine one of the ice cream wrappers. Delightful. We can retry this one, and we can retry this one, so might as well try both. Oh, well, I guess we're dead. Morale is a very fragile thing. That's... We'll save it for later. It's refrigerated now, so we're not nearly as worried. Just need to watch our morale, I guess. Jeez. Crack open the door. Fridge. Look inside the fridge. Big enough for 2 corpses. Let's do this. Loud noises time now. Maybe, eventually. There we go. I'm not sure I believe. Behold, we've created an ice bear sarcophagus. This isn't police work, Kim. This is art. We're artists, and this was our vision. He's right. His work would be much more formal. Alright, so we can look through this and take the note from the door. Don't know what this is doing from. We've already gone through that. We've already examined that. Okay, let's close the door for now. We know it's there. Important things. Let's look at that note, shall we? Assume it'd be an interactable. Ah, the note is written in a blue pencil on a piece of lined office paper. This is tangential at best, but the lieutenant's detective instinct is active. Someone has scribbled S. I can't believe the off-site copy is still here. The illiterate ginger kid keeps stealing stuff from the studio, so I had to hide it somewhere safe. You'll find the filament memory in the off-site with the off-site copy in the frozen ice cream maker. Please take it home ASAP. It's important. I'd do it myself if I lived in a civilized place with a freezer. We know who the illiterate ginger kid is. Filament memory is what we use for the radio computer. It's basically a disk. Where the frozen ice cream maker could be. And I assume who wrote the note from the game company upstairs. Maybe they had to leave in a hurry. Plausible hypothesis. Good enough. Good enough. Oh yeah, I wanted to look at this very racist mug. I'm gonna push this into the face of every merchant I find and tell them, this is your inane ideology. Good, I'm glad we told ourselves all about that. Items-wise, what do we got? Lots of stuff we could sell. Or maybe not sell. Oh, ice cream maker. But that's defrosted and unplugged. There's a hidden doorway here. Ooh. Don't mind if I do. 2 rusty rifles hidden above the piping. They look inoperable. Lots of busted guns. Hole in the wall. Let's look in there. Rusty rifles hidden away. Inspect the rifles. Most of them are rusty and inoperable like the rest, but one catches your eye. A bolt-action model with a fine wood stock. This one looks nice. Antique Belle McGrave rifle from our Revolution. Seems to no longer be functional, but still. Beautiful thing in its own way. Possibly something to do with the Revolution. Guess I'll just start rewatching today from the beginning. Feel free, my friend. Feel free. How's it going, Pat? How's life today? Old weapons cache. Okay. Good enough. Good enough. I've been trying to also be more, this should be where the offsite copy is. Right? Alright. Give ourselves a pry bar in the other hand. Boop. Boop. Plop. Perfect. Excellent. We're the best. Let's crank this thing open. Eventually. Maybe. There we go. 3%. Pry bar is not strong enough. Okay. Fair enough. I don't feel like that would do anything good for us. It might even break our, red one. Black one to the ice cream maker nearby. Alright, well let's unplug the ice cream maker. I don't know why I unplugged it, I just do things without reason. Because that one should now not be running, correct? Ice around it, slowly melting. Still 3%. I was hoping that would help, but maybe not. Oh well. For now, we keep searching. Insane mesh tank top. Ooh, gives us +1 to drama. Don't mind if I do. Let's look through the rest of this, shall we? Furnace of sorts. Let's look inside, shall we? Let's yell hello into the furnace. That always works. It did not. You muster all your strength and yell. Your dehydrated, hungover throat can produce little more than a dry croak. Damn. Why would I smear my hands with coal? Don't know. Could be related to what this lady was scared about. It's upstairs, and we saw the stairs that lead up. So let's do that next. $2 more. Magnesium for that delicious +1 morale. Alright, our ego is a little less fragile, everybody. We're feeling a little bit better about ourselves. Only about this much. But hey, it works. Oh. Interesting. Gotta put that hot mesh top on? Oh, you better believe it, buddy. Yeah, that's the good stuff. So, one of these things is going to be upstairs, right? Uh, 24th window. What would it be? Fortress Accident SCA. Oh, okay. That's what we were hoping for, though. Slipstream SCA? That was also... Someone has picked up the receiver but isn't saying anything. You can almost hear them breathe. Tricentennial Electrics. That's not what we... That's not what we wanted. We wanted Slipstream. Yeah, this place is deserted. It's you. My god, I didn't think I'd hear your voice again. She must be mistaking you for someone else. Who cares that you don't remember her? Just go along with it. Yes, it's me. Here I am again, crawling back into your life. Mikkel, just please. She stops, and you can hear her breathe heavily, her breath distorted by ancient static. Why did you even call? I don't understand. You've been gone for months. Thought you didn't care. Of course I care. It's just that I've been going through some tough time. Ever since I came to work here, it's been different. My mind's been wiped clean. A spot of static overrides her words. When she speaks again, it sounds like she's submerged. It's so nice to be able to finally forget. Silence. Now you can hear waves. This is getting weird. Got the wax cylinder. That's weird. We're coming back to that. We definitely are. It's 6 p.m. though. I am thinking we are going to check in and then maybe cry, because we're definitely gonna be sleeping outside as a hobo today. We do not have the money for it. No, we're not here yet. Well, in that case, let's keep on investigating. I say we go over to the left here and work our way around.
Have you no shame? Whining about your back every time you bring out the measuring tape?
Honey, you're a man with a fork in a world of soup. Please, let's just try to enjoy the game, alright?
I am trying to, but you keep breaking my concentration. You're old, I can see that. We're both old. Now, stop grabbing your ass like it's a girl.
Let's show them how it's done. Let go. Be the ball. Did I just shot put it? Oh no. I don't think... No. That's what we were playing, right? We were playing shot put. Wasn't a whorehouse of shit. That shot was at least 23 meters. Probably 24 and then some. Nothing to be embarrassed about. What the hell is your problem? Not a weak right triceps, that's for sure. I'm sensing anger and I don't understand why. You vandalized our game, son. I thought it was shot put. Well, it damn well isn't, you patunk. Combat Bunny, thank you for the raid again. I really appreciate it. As always. We do have the shot put ball. Alright, we did it. Anything about the man hanging in the back of the whirling in rags? Fortunately, I don't. Unlike most locals, I have no qualms about assisting law enforcement. This affair has passed me by completely. Right, and the Union rules with an iron fist. Thanks a lot. I really appreciate it. Doing from cops. Doesn't know anything. Alright, fair enough. Well, if that had been shot put, I think we would have been unstoppable, but you know, sometimes life isn't fair. Splatter of bullet holes lines the wall. Just chips on the sandstone. Look pretty ancient. Point to the chips on the wall. Someone's been shot. You wound me every time with the no bot pirate. I'm sorry. I'll work on it. I promise. What do you mean old? Bullets were fired during the revolution over a half century ago. You don't worry, investigation. But are you sure? Okay, well, he didn't want to talk about it. Fine. We'll never solve that ancient case now. What's this? Ooh, yellow plastic bag. You can actually collect bottles and make some money. Like a hobo. We are probably going to eventually become Hobo Cop. Possibly sooner rather than later, considering we definitely don't have enough money to pay for all the damages we've done. Enormous bowls worthy of a real man. More bottles. Yeah, we're Hobo Cop now. That's our new stuff.
Yes?
Oops, sorry, Kim. Kim, you are in the way of my bottle collecting, and I don't like it. There we go. Now, where does this lead? Oh, behind. So, you can't hide from me anymore.
Are you trying to sneak up on me? Come to slit my throat in my sleep?
Apparently she doesn't like people standing behind her back. Logic error. She's not sleeping right now.
Pigs come to take me out? Trying to snuff me out?
Yeah, you're not sleeping right now, though. Alright. That was a total of 0 useful activities. What's the door here? It's white, so it's locked in some fashion. Another splattering of bolt holes on this wall. Okay. Closed door, but you look at it suspiciously. I'd be worried about the greenhouse, but we don't have anything that looks worthwhile. We already got the ammonia, which made us puke again, by the way. So not helpful. Wonder how many bottles we're allowed to take. Are we gonna interrogate someone from like 12 feet up?
Will flow red once more. A great torrent rushing down Rue d'Esperance. You wait and see.
The streets will not flow red with anything. Who are you?
I'm Cindy the fucking Skull. What else do you want to know? Date of birth? Blood type? The last time I was tested for Hep C?
Yeah, let's start with that. Go from there.
Where? Accosting a minor?
Listen to your partner, pigman. Keep your grubby hooves
Man,
of little old
we
lady.
are not well liked. Keep looking off to the side. What are you looking at? She nods disdainfully toward the woman performing maintenance on the boat docked next to the pier. The woman on the boat does not notice her staring. That is zone, whore. Someone's got to keep an eye on her. Oh, Wild Pines rep. Oh, we need to talk to her. I have a feeling she'll be very cooperative while telling us nothing. She is, after all, a professional negotiator. You should take the lead, ask her unexpected questions, you know. Do your thing. Don't be afraid to get a little bit wacky. Throwing her off is our best bet. Now that I'm good at. Why are you spilling red on the wall? Ah, painting a beautiful mural. Yeah, no, I like public art. She means the opposite. Thank you, Rhetoric. As always, very helpful. I don't think this will go anywhere. Oh, cool. She's not a snitch. Actually, there's a dearth of people who talk to us in a normal, calm, informative manner. We were put on this earth to make your life pleasant, fucko. Alright, thanks, Cindy. On the plus side, we now have found both the rep and the union rep, so we can interrogate both of them. Alright, nothing there. And we have more morale this time, so our ego probably won't get just blasted in the next week by the union rep who talked to us about how we lost our gun, which is never good. And a little bit embarrassing. Alrighty. A striking woman leans against the cabin top of her sailing boat, smiling as you approach. Her green raincoat glistens with droplets. A silk scarf is tied around her throat.
Good afternoon, officers. I'm Joyce.
She extends her hand in greeting.
Joyce L. Messier. I represent the board of Wild Pines, the owners of the harbour. You gentlemen must be from the RCM. Nothing, honestly. I've said it to every drunk in town, and you're the first one who's responded.
That's fair. I mean, we're asking weird questions to keep her off, so might as well continue to do so. Yeah, let's shake her hand.
I'm glad to see you here.
She seems, at the very least, less cartoonishly villainous compared to the Union rep that we talked to earlier.
I was dispatched to handle a strike, not a lynching. Anything I can do to assist the RCM in this matter, I will, gladly.
That is good to hear, madame.
Though the fact that she's coming here to smash a strike probably doesn't bode well for her good intentions.
Medical episode. Very unusual. But I can assure you of his ultimate competency.
Thanks, Kim. There's a trace of irony in his voice. Mischief even. This is a tactic. It happens quicker than the shooting star, but did the lieutenant just wink at you?
How interesting.
I just want to be best friends with Kim. I just want to drag him down into the antics. No, that means she's a really nice person. Of course, of course. How could I be so silly? Well, let's learn about the one of the two opposing groups here. What we do, I'm afraid I don't speak for Wild Pines as a whole. It's a giant undertaking. She wants to merely represent. So what do they do? Pine's core competency is logistics. She points to small dots on the horizon. See those airships there blinking? Those are the shipping side of things. And then to the east, toward the harbor, as the terminal. Another subdivision deals with energy, oil, and gas exploration. Offshore platforms. It's one of the... Sorry, encyclopedia voice. The Wild Pines Group is one of the original Revicolian Indo-tribes. Companies awarded royal monopolies by the king himself centuries ago. The king is gone, but several of the Indo-tribes remain. Ahem. What are the other Indo-tribes? Saint Baptiste, Elysium, and another entity known as Brightest Star. That doesn't seem like it would keep you off. You're on a boat. Why, yes I am. Not a lot of people on boats, are there? Because that's the type of sloop it is. What kind of boat is it? It's a pleasure craft, a 19 pacer. Alright. I'm enjoying this part of the interview. It has so little to do with murder investigating. Fine. Fine. You told me to ask weird questions, and I'm asking weird questions. Law that says that you don't need a license, called the Wayfarer Act. Alright. What can you tell me about the strike? Up to, but not including. Trade secrets. Wait, what if I want to hear about trade secrets? Well, first you'd have to repeal the Emergencies Act of Trade and Ailments, giving you the right to silence. It's quite the octopus. Wouldn't want to disturb an octopus, after all. Tell me your role in this. I believe the official title is Senior Labor Negotiator. In practice, I am a grocery clerk. I relay the union's demands to Wild Pines and return with Wild Pines' counteroffer. No way. She's more. She can make decisions. How are the talks going? They're not. That's the problem. The union stopped all negotiations a week ago, after that awful lynching took place. Wait, she just admitted that the lynching and the strike are connected. Now they won't even let me into the harbor. There's a 2.2 meter racist behemoth blocking the gates. Oh. Strike here. Yes, I believe there's a connection to it. It's subject for later. Oh, okay. Well, I'm not talking about it yet. Tell me more about the behemoth. The union employs a giant covered in tattoos. A racist giant. I guess that's part of their big tent organization now. How are the talks going before the lynching? Let's say I was not making the kind of progress I'd hoped for when I first arrived. When did you first arrive here? 3 weeks ago. Middle of February. The bay was still partially frozen then. I prefer to do these things on site, like the RCM. Strike began in December, though. I wasn't the original negotiator here. I took over after Mr. Gamal hit a wall with Mr. Clare, the union boss. Mr. Clare refused to speak with Gamal, despite concessions he'd granted the union in prior negotiations. This isn't the first time the union has gone on strike? Heavens, no. There have been 2 prior strikes, both times union won significant concessions, including overtime pay and the medical plan. This time their demands are more, I guess you could say, aggressive. Ludicrous, even, as it's meant. I wonder if Gamal could have something. Mr. Clare told him to... How did he put it? Oh, fuck off. Gamal is short of stature, you see. Okay then. Yes. Keep in mind, this is a negotiator Mr. Clare has worked with before, and who was more than fair with him in the union. Well, what are their demands? Every worker, a member of the board. Most of the workers probably don't know what that means, says our logic. I don't know what to think about that. Fortunately, they explained it. Every time the Wild Pines group makes a decision about anything, it needs the signature of each of the 2,200 workers in its Martinez terminal. Just so you understand, this is but one of 22 terminals owned by Wild Pines. Essentially, not only are they kings of the company, they are also kings of the 72,000 employees of the Wild Pines group. Oh, we're about to make a breakthrough on our bow collector, you say, eh? Perfect. That might make us pass out again. Remembering our past, always painful. An opening gambit, surely. So I hoped, she nods. This type of opening is usually followed by a more reasonable author. I've yet to hear one, just the same nonsensical slogan repeated over and over again. And now people are getting lynched, I hear, behind the whirling in rags, a disastrous situation, if there ever was one. Who did you hear about this lynching? The reply comes quick, almost practiced. I first heard it from the boy at the gates, the one whose very name advertises his aversion to work. I think he said it was Call Me Mañana. This checks out. Alright, let's hear about Mr. Clare from the adversary, shall we? Everett Clare is a man of the utmost integrity. If you can say one thing about him, it's that he always puts the interests of the workers first. She's being sarcastic. Don't take her performance literally. Fantastically corrupt. I imagine he has a thick, viscous goo where you and I have blood. If you were to prick him with something sharp, you could see it oozing out. A knife, maybe? No, a rapier. Sound like you're about to take a rapier to him. Heavens, no. We get along just fine. Now that you mention it, I can't stop imagining that black treacle just dribbling down his double chin. It's that bad. He's the most corrupt individual I've ever seen, and I deal with men like him for a living. If there's anyone more venal, more irredeemably nepotistic, then it's his twin brother, Edgar. There are 2 of them. It's getting out of hand. Yes, Edgar looks exactly like his brother except for the lazy eye. He also talks exactly like Everett does. And when one's term as foreman is up, the other takes over. Oh, yeah, of course. Why not? It's how they circumvent the term limits, you see. And the funny little switcheroo. While in office, they embezzled God knows how much from their workers' dues. What about the union itself? The Debardeur Union was once a perfectly normal institution, 20 years ago anyway. It must not have been easy to establish under the Emergency Act. But they did it. I can respect it. Organized labor at its best, as they say. And something happened in the local chapter elections. The Brothers Clare came and transformed it into, how do you say, a mob. Lieutenant says succinctly. The Debardeurs are a crime syndicate. Sad as it may be, we're forced to cooperate with them. Refreshingly honest, officer. The company has tried appeasing in the past, but I'm afraid our concessions have only emboldened Everett and his brother. Opinion detective, let me ask. Curious talking to a person, you see. You say the Debardeur Union is... I mean, I can give my opinion here. Just to throw her off, honestly. That specific union. Yeah. I'll agree with Kim, considering I literally don't know anything about this world. Okay. Something happened in the elections, though. There was a woman, the previous forewoman of the union. She disappeared. On the last day of local chapter elections, her daughter phoned in and said she wasn't running anymore. Or coming to work. Ever. End of story. Let's figure out her name. Company records don't even give a name. She's just forewoman. In private correspondence, Holly. I don't even know if it's a surname or a given name. Yeah, that's eerie. I don't like that. The point of presentation is these kinds of things happen around the Clares. Watch out when you're dealing with them. Okay. Well, that's the strike. Let's talk about the lynching, shall we? The information I'm to share with you includes my sensitive trade secrets. For the sake of my employer, I have to ask for your names and badge numbers. Of course, ma'am. We should have introduced ourselves. Lieutenant hands her a piece of blue plastic. This is my colleague from 41. Afraid he doesn't have his badge at the moment. Hope mine will suffice. I'm curious. Why is that, detective? 'Twas stolen by some artist, surely. Best to pin the blame on them. Everyone knows you can't trust artists. You mean someone stole your badge? They said it was for a performance. You know how artists are nowadays. I don't, in fact. What I really need to tell you is wholly unrelated to art. I really need to discuss it. However, with RCM. And I need your badge for that. Unbelievable, sire. Even the performance artist didn't work. I could have eaten it, for all I know. I don't remember anything. Swirled, the city? Nothing. Oh, dear. Some kind of encephalopathic amnesia? I don't even know how to respond. Do believe you, naive as that may sound. I simply can't imagine what you'd gain by faking such a condition. Alright. Professional negotiators should be open to some sort of mutually beneficial arrangement. The red check can't be retried. That's worrisome. Let's touch the tattoos. Lynching testing. Lynching question. So we need our badge still. You seem smart. I need someone to give me a lowdown on this reality we're in. I'm conducting a personal investigation into the world I find myself in. My theory is that this inquiry into the nature of reality will ultimately converge with a murder investigation. They're really one and the same. Deep synthesis. She nods. I'll assist you however I can then. Go ahead, ask. What are you? Okay, fine. Where are we? We're in Martinez, baby. From Martinez. District of Revocol. It's unimportant. Shelled to smithereens during the Revolution. That makes sense. It's where all the bullet holes have come from. What sea is this? Bay of Revocol, near the ocean. Name of the island is Caillou. Apparently because it looks like a bald child. God, Caillou was such a monstrous child. That was the worst show I've ever seen. He had like a temper tantrum like every episode, which going by their timeline is like once a day. It's ridiculous. In terms of children's shows, that's got to be like the worst one possible. Tell me about another, perhaps even more fundamental aspect of reality. What is this? Spread your hands. A bird, flightless bird of the polar regions? Keep guessing. Some sort of krill hunter? No, wait. You're an ancient ruin, a symbol of hubris and decay, half submerged in some salty sea. Really? Of course you're not, my dear. I'm just terrible at guessing games. Well, let me ask you something else. What is... Reach for something fundamental. No, I think we'll do. Ooh, yeah, that'll go real well. You seem rich. Can I have some money? Is what you want to say. Isn't that easy, is it? Why not? Look at that lady. Take a gander. Screen your eyes, bub. What nice fabrics. Why yes, tucked away under that sturdy green raincoat, almost rustic in its simplicity, a silk shirt and matching scarf around her gentle throat. Dull orange pearls hang from her earlobes, red from cold. Light green eyes scan you, full of knowledge and worry, wealth and all its possibilities. Now look at you, you misery-clad simian, barely able to tie your own laces. Your armpits are lakes. A scythe of booze precedes you. Your hair sticks to your forehead and your underwear feels uncomfortable. You're poor as balls. Can't ask this person for money. You're too ashamed? I'm not ashamed. I'm a goddamn working man. I'm not ashamed to shake this leech for some dough. A new feeling? Shame? You haven't really been in the presence of gentlefolk either, have you? Yeah, the volition. Not high enough. Volition also means a morale damage. I don't think we can do that. Alright. +3 shivers, the third presence. It's early in the morning, the world's dark blue. This is just, something always been there. It's weird. It's very weird. Very strange. Alright, getting dark, it's 8 p.m. It's gotta be time for the Union reps to show up, right? I would think. We explored this way for now. But I still really, really want those boots off that corpse. Yep, alright. It really is basically a disco. Alright, we're not gonna be able to sleep here, so, like, what are we gonna do? That is a question, isn't it? What is this right here? Oh, just more health. Okay. Alright, there really isn't any, like, people that are talkative here. Handballs in, see how much you get. It's 10 cents per bottle, so probably about $1 at this point. Ain't exactly, breaking the bank. Or, yeah, whatever. So are we gonna just sleep on the In the dumpster, perhaps? Maybe we should have internalized Hobo Cop, I think. So that, okay, that's fine. Door number 2, not opened. After 2100, gotcha. Oh yeah, didn't he say that he could fix things?
Yes?
Oh, okay, whatever. Well, if we have more time, then I guess we will continue onward. Explore a little bit more of this area first. Take care of some last minute business before we call it quits for the day. And also steal the boots at night, because I want the boots. I have a bad feeling that I'm going to literally rip the legs off of the corpse. But damn it, I want the boots. I want them real bad. Let's see what else is like straight down, shall we? I am the law.
Yes, you are, my man. It's the jam, my man.
What's
the traffic jam for the ages. Harbor gates of the street are shut tight. No explanation given. Workers on strike, scabs agitating, an all-around clusterfuck. Meanwhile, we're all stuck here in long-haul limbo for days upon days upon days.
Oh, you've
Feels
been
near
here
forever. Like I was born on this here roundabout and this was all I ever knew. Just me and the metal and the tires, the oil and the fumes of mazout.
I dig your style, man.
Yeah, imagine. It's been a whole week already.
Okay, so it's been a week since the strike.
What do you need?
Well, not since the strike, but since the traffic jam. I don't feel like begging for cash. High-grade narcotics, legal firearms, stuff like that. You're under arrest. Bake 'em away, toys. Some machine behind you. You got a tracksuit. Fair enough. Strike. Workers got a blockade set up, making demands, no way in or out. Going on strike would probably help you dodge a bullet or two. Huh. What do you think the company wants? Just want to keep the money flowing. This guy's not super helpful. But he's also crazy. Not that that's necessarily a bad thing. It's just a thing. That's where the guys were. What's down this way? Uh-oh. We're stuck. There we go. What's this? Roy's pawn shop. Well, we might have pawned our gun or a badge, or both. That's what Sylvie said, at least. So this could help. Antique cash register. Film projector. Knick-knack stand. Let's dig up a truly cool figurine in the box under the table. Alright. A headless man riding a horse. Headless man wearing futuristic tracksuit trousers that say F-L-A-N? F-A-L-N. What's this? Ah, yes, that's the Headless Fallen Rider. Of course, nod knowingly. A lot of interest in that particular figurine. Had to hide it so it wouldn't fall into the wrong hands. Weird. Headless Fallen Rider. It's an urban legend about a man who rides the streets of Revachol sporting a fallen tracksuit. And you can see he's missing his head. 50 cents, bargain price. Throw him a tiny cap too. He's looking for it. Or something. That part of the story has many interpretations, after all. This seems completely useless, so I'm gonna buy it. Excellent. What we got here? Sawed-off streetlight. Where'd you get this? It was brought to me to be altered. We're not here to investigate the theft of city property. Fine. How much for the streetlight? 700 real. Oh my gosh. 700 sounds about right. Imagine it wasn't easy sawing off that street lamp. Okay. I don't know what I'd do with this. Anyways, let's talk to him, see if he recognizes us.
I see officers of the RCM in my pawn shop.
Bird's Nest Roy.
What can I do for you?
I feel like I'm interrupting you.
Oh no, not at all. I guess I haven't had many customers lately, RCM or otherwise.
Who are your customers usually?
All kinds of people come through here. Locals, travelers, people looking for a deal, people looking for a keepsake, people who are terminally bored. As you can see, I have a wide selection of goods for everyone to choose from.
Quite the collection indeed. His attention is once more drawn to the play of latent shadows on the wall behind you. Some kind of drug, maybe. Is Roy high? And if yes, then what is he on? Oh, he's definitely high. Whenever it is, you've probably done it, and many other things besides. But you can't cut through the jumble of sensations to get to the answer. Looking at his wares, talking to him, that might give you some more clues. Let's see if we can aid our investigation. Never had any dealings with Everett Clare. Been by the shop a couple of times. There's something awfully deliberate about that laziness. Why do you feel like you don't want to talk about him? Hiding something. You weren't the most pleasant interactions. Small-town bigwigs always want everyone to play a part in the play they're staging. But I bowed out at some point. Prefer to watch from afar while the bigwigs come and go. You're the foreman before Everett disappeared. Yeah, that was all very strange. The foreman was more pleasant than Everett, but I guess it's all the same in the end. You buy anything? Purchased a remarkably garish paper rate the first time he was here. Yeah, okay, so he just didn't want to get involved with the union, more or less. How about the recent hanging? He doesn't know anything. Okay, fair enough. Hey, you happen to have any guns like the ones carried by cops? Not me, of course. I would be silly. Someone else came here earlier today asking the same question. I promptly sold her the gun you pawned a couple days back. Case closed! Oh god. The lieutenant shifts from one feet to another. Alert. Was the buyer policeman too? She didn't seem like a policeman, although she kept referring to herself as a pig, which was odd. I found her interest in the gun a bit obsessive, but I was just happy to get rid of her. Of it. And of her. Truth be told, she was terrifying. Right, so let me get this straight. You sold your sidearm issued by the Citizens Militia, and now a civilian is running around the streets of Marnay with it. There's only one explanation. She must be one of my rabid fans. I was adamant about getting rid of the gun. Said you were undeserving of a service weapon of the Revachol Citizens Militia. What? 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 Any idea where I can find the buyer? That sounds like Cindy the Skull, if I'm being honest. Just have to hope you luck upon her somehow. I figured out where the gun is. Kinda. Something I'd like to sell. I'd like to sell my clothes. I have a fascinating photo of a corpse here. No, I'll check my pockets. I don't know. I don't feel like anything's worthwhile there. It's nothing crazy. Alright, well, the Twice Marked Detective Agency once again solves the case. The culprit was, of course, myself. Don't trust anyone, not even yourself, because I'll probably sell the gun on a drunken and or drug-fueled bender. Who's this guy? Man on waterlock. Evening, officers. A burly man hangs out by the waterlock, carving up a generous serving of salami with an old hunter's knife. His eyes are fixed on a man stranded on the other side of the waterlock and on an enormous billboard that has fallen down into the canal between them. First things first, what are you doing here, man on the waterlock? Barry the Butcher is stuck on the other side of the waterlock, keeping you company and eating his salami. You can pawn the postcards, no problem. Oh, thank you. That's really helpful, actually. It's good to know. Corner of your eye, you see a man in a yellow shirt. Thank you very much. Yellow shirt, gray overalls, waving at you from across the canal. He seems disappointed about the wreckage and the salami. Very good stuff. Anything I can do for you, officer? What caused this wreckage? Tire tracks on the sign. And there were tire tracks leaving the scene of the lynching. Too bad it also takes a year and a day to repair anything around here, especially Waterlock. Rest of the coast is closed off till then. Can I have some of that salami? That's the most important question here. Sure thing. It is salty. It is savory. It is chewy. The hangover only makes the salami more tasty. Delicious. Want some too, officer? Lieutenant ponders the offer for a moment. Decides to go for it. Why not? Takes a slice of salami from a man, chews on it. Let's see. There's a fishing village, an abandoned fish market, Bizarro Church. That sounds really great. That sounds like I want to see all of those things. Man in the waterlock. Best one so far. Butter sign down. Right. That's trash receptacle. Grab that. See if there's anything in here. Fingerless gloves. Ooh, so stylish. Let's pawn those postcards right now. I think we only have one. Let's pawn it anyways. The more money, the better.
Hello again. How can I help you?
Something I'd like to sell. Postcard. Perfect. Cool. Every little bit helps, is what I will tell myself. Alright. Drugs can't put more points in skill. Drugs raise learning caps, but they're bad for your health. Bad in asterisks. I feel like you don't care about my health at all, game. I really don't. Hello. Helpline to the company that controls the drawbridge. Sewers. 4 bottles. Everything is good here. Thank you, random bystander. What we got here? Box of sunglasses. Pile of cheap sunglasses in a small box.
You like sunglasses, officer? I've got the latest styles right here.
Oh, yeah. Give me them. Abort! These are hideous. What's more, they don't even fit on your face. You can feel them pinching your nose and chafing against your brow. Damn, officer, you look like a mega secret spy. Very secret. The man nods eagerly. Practically made for you. I'm have for 2 real and 50 cents. It's going to be very difficult for anyone to take you seriously with these things on your face. No, you're definitely not buying these. Okay, fine. For now. Let's rummage through the box, see if we find anything else. Let's try. There's a malformed green frog on its bent cap. Fire found something we should be prepared for, Kim. Alright, well, they'll be there for later, I suppose. Got here, sneakers.
I can see you have a taste for luxury, officer. Can't keep your eyes off those sneakers?
The sneakers or the speakers? Ah, these once respectable speakers have been conquered, reduced to a mere prop by the indomitable FALN ultras atop them. Poor little speakers. No, don't pity them, officer. These are old Sumerian garbage. Don't even look at them. Check out these super cool ultras instead. Can I just buy these sad conquered Samaran speakers? No way, officer. These aren't for sale. They're the bad speakers. Lo-fi socialist junk. That's why I want them. I think I might be lo-fi socialist junk myself. No, officer. You're a high-class policeman who expects nothing less than the best. Lucky for you, I got the best on sale. I don't know what I am. I don't even know myself. I want speakers. Can't leave my premium lifestyle sneakers on the ground. Well, on the other hand, you want to buy the sneakers too. I could maybe throw in the speakers for a little extra. So I would have to buy the sneakers first, which they cost 50 real. Wow. Okay, good to know. Good to know. So we got ourselves a shopper, or a little mini shop. We've got ourselves the crazy guy here that just kind of conceptualizes everything. We've got horseless headman, kind of. Interesting. What's this monument about? Probably something to do with the revolution, right? I am Philippe III, the squanderer, the greatest of the Philippian kings of Revocol, son of Philippe II, the opulent, father of Philippe IV, the insane. Never a great surname. You know, when your incestuous royal line has gone downhill when you get a name like that for your son. There are indentations in the king's chess piece. What did this king do, Mr. Encyclopedia? Look through the whole national treasury, starting the decline of one of the penultimate century's greatest superpowers. His own maladministration foreshadowed the fall of the monarchy during the anti-centennial revolution, an end to his family line, and the monarchy on the Insulindian Isola. How did he manage to blow through the entire national treasury? Stories have it he had his bedroom converted into a treasure chamber where he stored unfathomable wealth, Kugarans, bars of gold, weaponry, chalices. No way. But wait, you haven't even heard of his fabled cocaine addiction. The what now? You see, old Philippe wasn't just good at squandering the national treasury on gold and ceremonial weaponry. He was also a prodigious snorter of nose candy. Where is he buried now? Beneath the cold waters of the... Oh, he got thrown there by the revolutionaries after they cleaned out the mausoleum. A group of marble plurals still surround the king's vandalized tomb. A deadly cold wind sweeps up candy wrappers and old newspapers. The original is blown apart by communards, then further damage during the landing of the coalition's airships during the revolution. There's been a lot of revolutions, is what I'm gathering here. Some years ago, a group of liberal, artistically inclined individuals thought it'd be ironic to restore the statue of the most wasteful ruler of Revocol in the poorest part of the city. The statue is supposed to capture the moment it was blown apart, like an instant frozen in time. Ah, so nihilistic. Yes, of course. Like I'm just having these conversations with the encyclopedia in my brain. Nice. Got ourselves some experience. What are the indentations? Someone shot him in the heart. But this has been a ton of action during the revolution. I don't think it's connected to the murder, but let's go around it for now. If we connect every bullet to the murder, we'll get an overwhelming amount of loose threads. Yes, he made a note. Yes. Our goal is to confuse him just as much as we confuse ourselves. Composure, rhetoric, drama, conceptualization. I like visual calculus for a number of reasons. Check down your gun, check something on the lynching, but we need the badge. Really need the badge. Because the tattoos connect to the info on the lynching, and not there today, but eventually they will be. Paying for damages is not going to cut it. Okay, well, let's go see if that store is still open. Pawn the stuff, and then hopefully it'll be 9 p.m. and we can go to bed and ditch Kim and steal some poor guy's boots. I think it sounds fascinating. And then wear them the next day, saying, I don't know where they went. Coincidentally, here are some stylish white boots. Alright, yeah, let's go toss some bottles in. Got $1.60. Excellent. Good job, us. That gave us a whole 1 minute of time. Okay. So the next day we need to talk to the Union guy. We have a lot more healing and we should be good. That's got to be the gigantic man, right? The behemoth.
Bastards! We have a right to work!
Yeah, I don't want to get involved in a possible mob situation right now, at least. Too spooky for me. Hello. Mostly because we don't have really any way of stopping anything right now. We're not armed. Got that. Let's talk there, shall we? Pale driver. Let's see if she'll talk to us. Wherever this woman is, your words fail to reach her. Hello.
Wait.
Oh, okay.
She's just a distracted old woman. Better to leave her alone.
But why, Kim?
Why? I just told you why.
Alright, fine. But that seems weird that that's the first thing you really stopped me on? I don't know. Alright, so we've plotted out our... in general. Our city block. Oh, this guy. Yeah, I'm a scab. Poor and downtrodden. Right to work. Nah, just a cop.
I was just messing with you. No one's ever seen a cop scab. Imagine, you cops going on a strike, but then another cop comes in and says, let us cop for less money. Speaking of, what brings the RCM here, to the Wild North? Come to see the strike?
Passage grants itself. 2.5 meter tall Seminese supremacist there. Oh, that's him. Walk right past him. Right. Press the button to unlock the door. Then go past him again. Then you enter the harbor through the office. That's easy. So you're saying it's actually quite difficult. Don't worry, I'm sure it's not completely impossible. For example, you could best measure head in a physical confrontation. Or convert to a Seminese supremacist worldview. Or, maybe it actually is completely impossible. Has anyone here bested him? Not yet, no. He's incredibly strong. How about converting to his worldview? Not enough. Okay. Well, that was very unhelpful. And that also seems to be the only way forward. So it is 2100, and I really want to ditch Kim just for now. Because the gardener just sitting there all day. Easily the most helpful character. Gave us our gloves and everything. So nice. And we still think Cindy the Skull is the one who took our gun, right? Because I can definitely see... Oh, there's a person there. They were there before, I think, actually. Oh. Sleeping dock worker. Man is sleeping at the table, wearing mudcake boots, rolled down overalls. Colorful piece of plastic is dangling from his carabiner. Waking him up. No, I want to see what that is. Dock worker's ID. Doubling as a shift card and a job permit. Young able-bodied man stares back at you from the photo. Gonna just take that from you. Whew. Fingers find your way into the shackle. Flicking open its spring-loaded gate. Does the lieutenant see me? No. He's looking the other way, perhaps purposely. Well, let's see what's inside the pocketbook. Oh, we just stole 5 real. Nice. Let's see what the document is. Dock worker shift card. Just for the record, you look nothing like the man on the document. Doesn't matter. We like stealing things. What can I say? We can pick up the pills too. Why not? Man does not mind. You probably need them more than he does. Apparently that was supposed to be where I picked up medicine, and not like crazy amounts of time later, but... Oh, the cook's gone too. I don't think we're gonna find anything though. There's something up here? Some money. At $21, which is, you know, it's an amount. Okay. So let's go to sleep. Uh-oh. Oh, right, yeah. We can't go to sleep. We haven't paid our cash.
Yes.
Never seen the option to steal ID card? This game plays so different with each build. I believe it. I can see so many different ways of things going, and we've barely scratched the surface. We're definitely still in the early game right now. It's kind of fun just like smashing your head into different scenarios and counters and just seeing what works, what doesn't. So easy to roleplay. That's racist. I don't prioritize containers. So, how am I gonna sleep? Can I sleep outside? Or should I have internalized my hobo cop thought to become exactly what I needed to be? That could be the case.
Can I help you?
No, we already did that. Okay. Okay, so that's super unhelpful. Without a room, where are we gonna sleep? Or do we just play through the night? Because I feel like that's gonna cause some trouble health-wise. Seems like the type of game that would do such a thing. Unless, like, now that we found his Kumo's secret hideout, that's a sleepable place. I don't think it is. Yeah, it's very much not. Interesting. Let's look at our task again. Let's review what we can do. Obviously, we need to talk to the union worker, or union boss, sorry. And that might be the next big thing on our list. Yeah, interviewing the union boss is definitely the next big thing. Superstar Cop 3, Apocalypse Cop 0, Sorry Cop 1, Boring Cop 1, Communist 3, Fascist 2, Ultra Liberal 1, Moralist 0, Good Cop, Bad Cop 7, Honor 1. What do these mean? The numbers, Mason. Can we check out these yet? Yeah, we should be able to get an exact count. Wow, 83% we just failed. Cool. Maybe you just keep failing because you kind of just suck. Thank you. Thank you, me. Very helpful. That's what I get for hurting myself. Alright. We'll get ready to set up for the union boss tomorrow. Note to self, don't sit in his incredibly uncomfortable seat. Which I was warned to multiple times, but gosh darn it. I wanted to prove myself to him. It did not work. It did not work in the slightest. Already did this. Go there. Alright. So we could sneak in. After all, we do have ourselves. Where are you, Mr. Items? There we are. Dock worker shift card. But we look nothing alike, which has me incredibly worried. Though it would be fun anyways, just to try. Yeah, actually I want to try it. We'll set up for, let's save it for actuality, because we got screwed with our autosave yesterday, and we had to skip around. Let's try to break through the Union line using a card that looks nothing like us. I think it'll work out very well, personally, so I'm excited. We're going to end it for the day, though. I have dinner to attend to and other such objects. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked it, leave a follow or just come back, hang out another time. We'll be back on Thursday, same time, 5 o'clock till 8, around-ish. Probably a little later on Thursday, because this game's awesome, and I love it so much. I hope you enjoyed watching me play it. Hope you enjoyed the narration, because my voice is freaking dead. Thank you for the follow, Dismas. I really appreciate it. Yeah, we'll be back Thursday. Same time, same place. Until then, we'll upload this to YouTube, or just come by, hang out another time. We always do Monday, Tuesday, Thursday. We might do a Friday stream this week. I'm not totally sure. If we do, it'll be this. We're going to be playing this until we're done with it. And that could be a significant amount of time, because we're playing at encyclopedia heavy character, and so I really like reading lore. Anyways, again, thanks so much for watching. I hope you have a good night, and see you again soon.